So I've been wanting to do this story for the last couple of days. James Freeman and Sean Portman did this story on their video, on their channel like that. Yeah, we got a stupid cop right here. School bus driver saves team from reckless cop. This is a Connecticut right here. Check this shit. This is gonna blow your mind. Like, wow.
In Concord, North Carolina, this is door camera video from a family of a 15-year-old girl. The teenager is getting off that school bus, and suddenly the bus driver shouts at her, "Stop!" That was a police SUV. That's right, a local cop drove past the school bus even though the bus had its flashers on and stop sign out. The teenager then crossed the street and walked up her driveway. The girl's family is infuriated at the police, and they say had it not been for the bus driver, their daughter would have been run over and killed. Police have now identified the reckless cop as Sergeant Matthew Willett.
Sergeant Matthew Willett.
He's a 15-year veteran with the department, and for this incident, he reportedly received a traffic citation and was placed on administrative duties pending an internal investigation. That's a far different outcome from another similar incident in March involving a driver who was not a police officer. In Statesville, North Carolina, the driver who narrowly missed those kids getting off a school bus was jailed with a $20,000 bond and charged with passing a stopped school bus and careless and reckless driving. So why is it that Sergeant Willett, who drove past a stopped school bus, did not go to jail and get multiple charges? Well, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, which handled both cases, is not commenting. But one can safely conclude this has to do with police privilege. Many law enforcement officers act in fields...
Well, of course it's called police privilege, ladies and gentlemen. It's called that little thing. You know what it's called? Qualified immunity. Cops get away with their fucking reckless behavior. They don't have to serve no jail time or fine. The only thing they do get suspended or they have to go to death duty. That's all they get. Or traffic citation. You saw that car that almost hit those two other teenagers like that. Yeah, he went to jail. I had to pay a $20,000 fine.
If they are above the law, and that federal police
qualified
will cut them
immunity.
some slack if they get caught breaking the law. Now, it is true that some traffic laws do not apply to police if they are in a hot pursuit or headed to an emergency, but in this case, the police officer was simply driving down the road. His lights and sirens were not on.
Nope.
So there's no dash camera video showing just how close he came to running over that teenage girl. Sadly, we've seen police privilege play out repeatedly across the United States.
Of course we have.
In South Carolina recently, there was this.
Sir, can I see your supervisor? What? You was doing 100 miles an hour when you went past me. I got you on my speedometer.
In Charleston, South
Whoa,
Carolina,
Greg.
Deputy Bueller,
100 miles an hour? Holy man.
You're doing 100 miles an hour, sir. All right. And you didn't have...
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that dumbass cop along Greenwood Avenue hit a lady crossing 80, I think it was 82nd and 3rd Street. Yeah. Supposedly the lights wrong, but he didn't hear no siren, and the woman was crossing legally in a crosswalk section like that. Yeah, I see how a cop, and what happened to that cop? Oh, that's right. He only got a minor suspension for that. Yeah. And the motherfucker was speedy. Yeah. I heard reports that cop was doing fucking 55 in the 35 zone. Yeah. And here you got this dumbass doing 100 miles an hour.
Have your blue lights on. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay?
Yeah.
If I did that, you'd pull me over and give me a ticket. Would I? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you would, dumbass. Yeah, jackass. But it's okay for you to go 100 miles an hour. Yeah. Is it okay for you to just go around? Well, I'm one job, yeah, but it's not your job to go 100 fucking miles an hour with no lights or no call on. Shit. And it's certainly not your job to try to run over people.
Sure. I just took it off because I thought I was going to get out and talk to you.
All right, well, great. If you have an issue with what I did...
Yes, sir. What's your name and badge number, please?
See it right there. You call Charles County.
What's your name and badge number, sir? You're supposed to tell your name and badge number to anybody who asks, sir. That's...
It's like, yeah, you're supposed to tell your name and badge number. What the fuck is wrong with you? No justice. No peace. Fuck the police. Yeah.
What's your policy?
In that case, Officer Bueller was merely suspended for 3 days. To get fired, it seems a police officer in the United States has to show privilege, sociopathic tendencies, and get caught on camera.
For disobeying the law,
I was
commands of
being
an officer.
disobeying.
I'm giving you
lawfully
to the count of 3.
This officer has threatened me, and I'm making it known I am no threat to this officer. I've been threatened.
Watch the show.
Watch the show? This one has taken a while.
My life is in danger. My life is in danger.
How do you like that? How do you like that? Huh? Put your hands back.
But even in this case from Virginia, it took 2 years from the time State Trooper Hewitt went crazy before an internal investigation prompted his firing. Back in North Carolina, where Officer
Took 2 years for that motherfucker to fire, huh?
Police Department says it has begun its own internal investigation. Quote, the video shared on social media shows a Concord Police Department vehicle breaking the law and endangering a child. The actions of this driver are something no one should do, especially not an officer who is held to a higher standard. As soon as we saw this video on Thursday night, May the 11th, we tried to speak with the child's family to check on her and were able to talk with her father the next morning. We also provided the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, the agency with jurisdiction, with all the information they requested. We are committed to accountability and ask our community to remain patient while we complete our investigation. It's nice that the police department is doing an investigation, but again, the investigation only took a few hours when it was a non-police officer who drove past a stopped school bus and nearly hit some kids. For some reason, with police, it takes far longer, and the community is expected to be patient.
Yeah, well, fuck that. How the heck are you going to be patient like that? And like I said, and I preach about, this is why you should have cameras around. Cameras don't lie. You should always film the police like that. Because how long does it take to get the body cameras? Sometimes I've seen some cases it takes fucking years just a FOIA request. And cops always say, oh, well, I got my body camera. Yeah, but a lot of times you get officers that, to delete the footage or they edit it to fit their narrative. That's why we call the cops out there when they're reckless or endangering people like that. We have no problem. Hey, here it is right there for everybody to see. We'll put them all over internet. And that's why it's problematic when you get cops telling you, say, can you shut that camera off, or can you stop recording? Yeah, red flag. When they tell you to do that, red flag. They got shit to hide.
Enough already. That officer needs to be removed from the force. He clearly believes traffic laws do not apply to him, and for the safety of everybody. See, that's the thing too. You get cops that think, the law doesn't apply to me. I'm a police officer. I got a gun and badge. I got that cute little thing qualified me. I can do whatever I want. I can run over. I can body slam. I can shoot. I can kill. I can plant drugs. I can kidnap and rape children. Concord, North Carolina, that guy should not be a cop.
Fuck, he should have been fired on the spot.
By the way, here in Connecticut, some police officers are now being sued for breaking into the wrong home.
Oh yeah, we'll do that later on.
New Haven, Connecticut, just before 6 a.m.
Policeman search warrant! Policeman search warrant!
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining.
Oh yeah, we'll do that video later on, gentlemen. We'll do that one later on. Anyways, I'm out here, my job. Peace out.